So this person wants to know, how is there no difference between direct heat and indirect heat? Because in my video, I made a statement that said that there's no such thing as indirect heat, and there isn't. When you
Hey y'all, so I want to respond to this, giving my full reaction because I've been going through this process with my hair, and I think this will be good to come from someone like me who has had several big chops, has hair down her back before, all kind of stuff done, flat irons and everything. So what I want to say was that the blow dryer can also be worse than a flat iron if you're using the blow dryer after you do a wash and go with all of that product on your hair. We all know that the rule is no product before heat. But I guess that went out the window when people started saying that the heat protectant works. And just in general, like the hair takes a process to get dry in order to keep the moisture in the hair. If you blow dry, you are cutting the process in half and drying out the hair before you do a top coat of the flat iron. Lastly, our hair usually takes about 2 to 3 days to air dry. If you were to do a wash and go, if you do braids, maybe possibly even longer because it's trapping that moisture in. But the heat that we would use, that we plug in the wall to use the blow dryer, the flat iron, it's coming from an electrical source, which with the newer technology is becoming way more, like with the it's becoming way more active with the UV, the ultraviolet radiation. I could do some more videos on this topic if you want me to go in more deeper, but the way I comprehend that is that when you plug in something that provides heat, it's not like a fan, you know what I mean? It's providing hot air. So that air is being thermal created through the new devices and the technology to make the hair get dry faster or to try to prevent heat damage. They have all these different things. But we just have to be mindful. I went on a field trip with my daughter today to the Nisqually Fort. Um, it's a trail or whatever, and they have all this kind of stuff that was from back then. And they had stuff that they could, like, they showed us everything. They didn't use a toilet. They didn't have electricity. Electricity wasn't even there for anyone to even think about putting something in a wall and using it to heat up your hair. So we do have to be mindful when we go back to the times to where people were healthy and where all this stuff didn't even exist the way we lived. You start to think back like, well, if they were able to do that, there shouldn't be a reason why we have to use heat. We have to blow dry every time we get braids. It doesn't add up, y'all. I'm sorry. That's my 2 cents. I usually don't come on here speaking on nothing. I just show y'all my little videos and I show y'all the fun parts of my life. But this is something serious and I take it very, very serious because I do style hair. I do braids. I do twists. I don't have a license. I do have an LLC, but I don't need a license to braid hair. So these are the things that you can learn without having to be a professional or to quote unquote know what you're talking about. When you're talking about your own hair and the hair that you grew up with, only you are going to have all the information you need to know to be able to continue on a healthy process. So don't think that someone's going to have a magic answer for you on here because no one's going to have a, everyone's, we might agree, we might disagree, but everybody has their own opinion because everybody has their own head of hair. Now I have 3 kids, so I got 4 head of hairs that I'm used to dealing with. So I know there are certain things that the hair absolutely needs, and if it doesn't have it, it's not going to flourish. And if you want to flourish, if you want your hair to flourish, you have to be consistent, you have to care, you have to enjoy it, you have to be thankful and grateful for it. Otherwise, you don't use it, you lose it. And that's my last tip for today. Y'all ain't getting no more tips from me. I'm just kidding. I love y'all. See y'all later. Be good.